No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. Calls his own number. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Quarterback will keep it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. They grab the early lead.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. give out of the gun. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Commodores.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing line.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Castle. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got his man quickly. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. At the 45 on his way.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense, not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still they still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Got a man, it's Stowers. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll give it to the back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Texas handled its business away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Anthony.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. That QB, y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
And the Blue Devils have this offense rolling. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Blue Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Castle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the ground game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now second and goal.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Blue Devils! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. He's got an open man. They made the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. I'll tell you what, now you put your defense in a bind. Let's see how they respond.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Stowers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Running into the open space. Turning it on. Touchdown, Vandy. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ball State opened up a can. And how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of the MAC should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. With the catch, it's Anthony. At the 35, he's loose. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that's
the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Commodores are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Grab near the sticks. It's Dillon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Pavia. He's got it on the move.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate...
Touchdown Doors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Blue Devils will hustle to the line. He might want another play. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. Back to pass, it's Pavia. That's caught, it's Dillon. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Catch in the middle, it's Spence. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in, it's Richardson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just keep slinging it. Release to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Commodores are on the move. This is a design run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
35-14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. Now on the move. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the Tigers and Jayhawks just can't get along, and thankfully we have a winner in the border war between Kansas and Missouri. Kansas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing, and again, know where that yellow line is, go get to it, and get the 1st down.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
To the wideout. Tackled on the play at the 10-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall end zone for a touchback.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on